This is a short video to show this brass injector waveguide plate and how it mounts to a copper RF panel. So you'll want to begin by taking this brass plate and mounting the injector filter to it. Should be in two pieces. The main filter will be external to the shield or in the equipment room. That mounts to this side. You'll flip it over and there's some small screws that basically compress the two pieces together, and you'll have a connector in the middle. So to mount this plate to the copper panel, we'll use a piece of 3/4 plywood, and normally we'll kind of lay out where this injector waveguide is going to go and try to find a good spot for it, a good location. I've included some stainless steel clips that can be used to help secure it to the panel, so they can be used inside the MRI room because they are stainless, or you could simply toenail this piece of wood in there. User's choice basically, but this way the panel will be secured to the panel, and we'll lay out the plywood where we want it, basically trace where we're going to cut the copper side, and we can go ahead and cut that out with a razor knife. This is the back side of the copper panel with the razor knife. Cut this hole here. The copper will be sharp, so take note of that. This will be the clean copper surface to where we'll mount that brass plate. First we're going to mount this piece of plywood to the back side, and that will give us some wood furring to actually secure this brass plate to the copper panel and keep compression on it so that we are nice and tight to the shield. I'm going to quickly put a couple screws in this so it doesn't shift around on me. These stainless clips don't have to be used, but they are provided. They just simply kind of slide in here and you can screw it. You could also just use a screw and toenail into the side here, kind of keep this piece from moving around. So now that that's relatively tight to the copper panel, that'll give us some wood backing for this to mount to. Your waveguide, or actually it'll be an EMI filter, will be mounted to this already, and it's a small barrel filter. So all you have to do is the hole in the copper and the wood is larger, because on the other side it will be larger than this hole in here. You'll basically center that right on the opening and secure it to the shield with the screws in the provided bag, some stainless steel screws for that. Pretty straightforward. So you'll go around and finish screwing this off, and the copper will be secured to this brass plate with the gaskets provided on the back side of the brass plates already installed. So you'll continue screwing this plate all the way around to secure the EMI filter to the back side of the copper panel, which would look like this, and on the inside should look something like this with the filter already installed.